It was a quiet evening when the town was first disturbed by an unusual presence. Shadows crept across the empty streets as a figure appeared, cloaked and silent, moving with an unsettling grace. Residents peered through their curtains, sensing that something was off but unable to pinpoint why. Whispers began to circulate, rumours of a stranger with no face, a visitor who seemed to blend into the darkness itself. As night deepened, the atmosphere grew heavier, and the air crackled with anticipation. The town would never be the same after this mysterious arrival. 5 friends huddled around the crackling fire deep in the woods. Jake, Tom, Marcus, Sarah, and Lena. It was supposed to be a harmless night under the stars. Ghost stories, roasted marshmallows, and maybe a little weed. The trees loomed tall around them, leaves whispering in the midnight wind. Jake was the first to go missing. He'd wandered off to pee behind the trees. 20 minutes passed before they started to get nervous. "Where the hell is he?" Tom asked, fidgeting. "He probably just got lost," Marcus muttered. "Jake's always zoning out." Sarah was already on her feet. "Let's go look. He should have been back by now." They all grabbed flashlights and fanned out, calling his name. Then, just as suddenly as he disappeared, Jake came stumbling back into the clearing. "Yo," he said casually. "What's up?" The relief was instant, but Lena's smile faded fast. "You smell like something died," she said, wrinkling her nose. Jake sniffed himself, shrugged. "Swamp nearby, maybe?" Tom shined his flashlight on him and froze. "Jake, your hands." Jake curled his fingers into fists too fast. "What?" But Tom had seen it, just for a second. The fingers were longer, much longer, bone-thin and too many joints. Nothing," Tom said, backing off. They sat around the fire again, trying to shake the weirdness, but the air felt heavier. Off. Jake wasn't blinking much, and he kept staring. Too hard. Too long. Marcus tried to joke. "Man, you look like you saw Bigfoot out there." Jake just smiled. It wasn't his smile. That night, they zipped into their tents. 2 tents, boys in one, girls in the other. But Lena couldn't sleep. She heard wet chewing sounds. Peeking out of the tent flap, she saw movement by the trees. Something hunched, pale limbs twisting. "Marcus?" she whispered, but he was right next to her. She nudged Sarah awake, her hand shaking. "Something's out there." They waited. Nothing. By morning, Jake was already awake, tending the fire, cheerful and humming tunelessly. But Tom was gone. "He left at sunrise," Jake said without looking up. Lena stared. "Without saying anything?" "He said he had a headache, walked toward the trail."